What is up, Ravens Nation? We are ready for some AFC North football between the Ravens and the Bengals. We're going to give you the breakdown, the injury updates going into this game, and what to look out for. But before we get into that, welcome to Vlog Talk, your home for all things Baltimore Ravens football. If you are a Ravens fan and you're new to this channel, take a second, like the video, subscribe. We're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of the season. So if you can help me do that, I would genuinely appreciate it. Thank you all for tuning in. But enough of that. This video is about the Bengals and the Ravens, some good old-fashioned AFC North football, the type of football where it doesn't matter what the records are or what the stats are. You can throw all that out because both these teams know each other very, very well, and you know no matter what, it's going to be a hard-fought game, period. So, some injury updates going into this game and roster moves. The Ravens activate defensive end Unique Ngakoue, who they just signed a couple weeks ago, put on the practice squad. It sounds like apparently he's ready to go, so I'm excited to see him, an extra piece on this defense that has been one of the needs, in my opinion, going into the season was a defensive end. And we've seen guys play well like Kyle Van Noy, who's the best pass rusher on this team. Odafe Oweh has flashed. Ajabo has been pretty good. I think it does nothing but help your team to add another veteran guy who could come in and make some plays for you. And if it does nothing else, it takes maybe a little bit of the workload off of guys like Kyle Van Noy, who is in his 30s. And maybe save some reps for him as we get further and further into the season. So excited to see him in some game action today. Additionally, Arthur Millette has been ruled out of this game. Apparently, during practice, he suffered what was considered a soft tissue setback, according to Harbaugh, and he's listed with a hamstring injury and is day-to-day. On the Bengals side, they get back defensive end Myles Murphy and defensive tackle McKinley Jackson. So that has been one of the glaring needs on that team, and one of the biggest problems is their rush defense in particular. So maybe that can help go in there and shore that up against the Ravens, and they're going to need it because the Ravens' rushing attack is finding its stride and has played really, really well the last couple of weeks. So I'm interested to see what sort of an impact they can make. Hopefully not a huge one, to be honest with you, but they're getting them back. The thing about this game is both teams' offensive strengths match up really well with what is perceived to be the opposition's defensive weaknesses. For the Ravens, obviously the rushing attack, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, is the strength of that offense. And the Bengals ranked 25th in rushing defense, giving up over 140 yards a game. Like I said, they're getting a couple pieces back to their defensive line, so we'll see if that helps shore that up a little bit. But still, they have not been good whatsoever thus far in the season. And on the flip side, the Bengals' strength is their passing offense. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Their three-headed monster in their receiver room is definitely the strength of that team, and they got a very capable quarterback who can put the ball anywhere on the field. And they will be going up against the Ravens' pass defense, which I believe still ranks 29th. They held Josh Allen to 180 yards last week, so it was good to see them play a full 4 quarters, and they looked really good. The Bills have decent weapons, but the Bengals have one of the best wide receiver rooms in the NFL, is going to stress this Ravens defense, maybe more than they've been stressed and tested all season. I know they've played the Chiefs, but the Chiefs don't have these type of weapons at their disposal. So it'll be interesting to see if the Ravens can continue what they started last week in limiting the Bengals. Mike Macdonald, we know, was really good at limiting Joe Burrow's impact on the game. Zach Orr has a huge test in front of him, and we'll see what he can do in this game. Now, we all know the formula for the Ravens to win this game. Get out, get the ball running with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, and get a lead and just keep pounding the rock from there. Do not let Joe Burrow get out there and start lighting the world on fire. Take away Jamar Chase. Like I mentioned, they have 3 guys that are really good, but Jamar Chase is the best of the 3. So they need to limit him in his career against the Ravens. He has over 500 yards, 3 scores. Taking him out of the game or limiting his impact is going to be key for the Ravens defense. If they can get a couple score lead, they can just run their offense and do what they need to do for the rest of the game. I don't foresee the Bengals being able to slow down this rushing attack enough to really throw the Ravens off schedule. I think it's going to be a great game, and I believe Joe Burrow and that offense are going to have their moments against this Ravens pass defense, which has been questionable at times this season, but I don't see the Bengals being able to stop or slow down this Ravens rushing attack enough to win this game. So I like the Ravens winning it somewhere in the 34-24, 34-27 range. But I want to know what you guys think. Leave your predictions in the comments down below. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you that tune in and interact with these videos. That does it for me. I will see you all in the next video. Go Ravens.